bigger for Kuku, right? Bloodseeker, Rupture just cancels off the Rolling Thunder. DB will not want to roll around while that spell's up. You have to contend with Zephyr's Lion as well, and that's where the Hex comes in. You can try to jump around all you want to Pangolier, but once the Hex is out, you are going to be locked in with the Impale follow-up, and it gets harder to kind of play on the edge there. No.
Prepare for battle.
That's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want to hear. I love that cat jam. Pretty fun, and you can see high spirits from both sides. Yeah. Yeah. Coach IYD. All right. I guess he seems to have the impression. Coach Bib. March, he's too involved in the Filipino scene, man. He knows, and Kuku. Nope. Oh boy.
30
yeah, high spirits for both sides. Now, still doesn't change the fact that gosh, Army Geniuses has to do something. I keep seeing A and I keep diverting towards Among Us R, and then Among Us kind of tongue twistery a bit. Wild Goat was a bit more simplified. In lobby, we did have Evil Geniuses versus Army Geniuses because Abed missed his home team. No?
The battle begins.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, definitely are. Some good power spikes that can come out here as well. Do not really want to force out too many hits though. Kuku will win out the regen game, and DB has gone for this double ring of regen build just to sustain. He knows he can't keep up with the natural sustain Kuku will have once he hits his level 2, so he's mitigating that. Now, have to see K try to pull as much work as possible, playing with those astral spirits. Needs to make it harder for Zephyr to get the hits off, because every time he can drop the Earth Spike combo, it just gets hard to fight in.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Dire's courier has been killed.
You get nothing.
Yeah, it's a stable lane for both. Farming is the name of the game, as you mentioned. Maybe if you get some support rotations, which is where Army Geniuses kind of shine. They've got ET and Rubik. Those are fairly potent. The Lion can do some work. It's just you really do have to close that gap, and a Kunkka is a bit hard with the X, so you might get caught out there. We'll see what the play is, as Power Rune's not as important for both sides, but you still don't want to give it to the opposing team. So the supports will have to emphasize that when it comes up. And speaking of those supports down bot, of course, the last lane, we've got Wami on that Night Stalker off with LYM. Up against IYD's Jug and March on his signature Chen. So, been a stable lane so far. Not too much you can do against IYD. Night Stalker at day is really just underwhelming until that first night. And Wami is holding his own, finding some last hits, but you're not slowing down IYD, and you do worry about that. Jug with a good start. Looks like IYD is already queuing up the Battle Fury as well. He is just set to farm up even further if you just let this lane draw out. That's going to be the hurting point here for Army Geniuses. Like, compare that to how much pressure DB's getting up top. I mean, we've already seen him kind of forced back. The aggression from the dual lane of Among Us is just that much stronger. There needs to be something that happens. If they don't get anything bot, you really do start to eye mid, which means Lim or LYM needs to get that rotation out and really make it work. We are looking at the first power runes coming in, and looks like our Rubik is making his way down there. Yeah, it definitely is. You do need numbers there, and even then, you're rotating for a DK at 5. It's just a futile effort now. We'll see what the emphasis does happen. We've seen Mamang Daya drop into the jungle to get some recovery farm, trying to build a lead, but it's not significant yet. It's been a very even start for both sides. First Blood not quite coming out. The top lane's probably the hardest lane for Army Geniuses. Otherwise, slight network lead for Among Us. It's nothing to write home about just yet. And we haven't really seen the aggression afforded by Among Us here with the March Chen just yet. It is first night now, so Wami is falling a bit better down bot though, and might want to pressure IYD a bit more.
No money for you.
Double damage.
Yeah, although Abed right now.
First blood.
It's always a good boost here once you have that, and this is the beauty of having the Chen around. Saw Abed go home, he TP'd home to get a refuel and regen up. March just called him back in, and they keep the pressure in the mid-tier 1, so there's no breathing room here for Army Geniuses. They have to keep these 3 heroes mid to contest. Oof.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
You're gonna have to watch your spacing now for your Wami. You should see that spike home.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just not happening yet. They have decent farm under Pango, but up top again.
Your admiral is on board.
you're going to be happy enough with that. DB does get something out from the first Rolling Thunder. You can see the effect of this early Javelin coming out as well. It's just been highly effective. So they do have a hero they can play with. A bit too aggressive there from Kunkka, but knowing, you know, how strong that duo was. You mentioned it, Bloodright plus Impale is really good. Love the play coming out here from DB though, contesting these stacks. That's something Among Us has to be able to secure for themselves. DB's going to get a good injection of gold from this one.
Step lively now. Your uncle is on board.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It definitely is. Again, they were keeping these heroes tied mid just to keep track. Mamangdai is definitely losing out in the farm trades now, as Abed's got more leeway to drop into his jungle camps, clear them out when the wave's being shoved in. Yeah, they need to make a play happen. They've had level 6 in the Kunkka for a while. They have Dark Ascension ready. They are eyeing IYD.
Straight to the bottom with you.
Yeah, it's a nice pick off to have, still keeping them kind of tied in, but you do have this network lead growing for Among Us, 2k up. Among Us really just hurting for levels on their supports, so you would like to see Zephyr and March hit that 6 mark. In fact, Zephyr just hits it with his book buyout. So you do have this finger ready to go, and this is something I was kind of crying about for a long time, right? Like, you've got this Bloodseeker with Blood Rage. Blood Rage line and have the finger fly out, see what that does for you.
Dire's
No.
top tower is under attack.
Shame. Would have been really broken there. You get Bloodseeker plus Chen and doing that. Gonna melt still. You can see that push and play, Mike, in your green. Works its way up top. They've got the Chen army here as well, and those towers do not hold for long. They're trying to trade bot, but that is just Wami and Mamangdaya. A Night Stalker and a Kunkka don't push the same way.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structure.
Oh yeah. That almost reminds me of, say, the old times in China, although.
Enough of you left to bury.
gets a lovely stomp here as well, but it's not going to do much. Wanted to say, but Abed's blink timing reminds me of Super when he was playing core, right? Like, he loved playing the DK, his blink would just be about at the same time, and that's when you expect him to really start playing. And I love this build from Abed. Again, just straight BKB afterwards to enable that aggression for Among Us. They find that tier 1 mid in the end. Army geniuses right now, and they've been stalling out a good amount for DB. They do have this Maelstrom up on their Pangolier. Travel's going to be up soon. Is that going to measure up? We need to see some results here. They still need to play a bit faster. They've got the Spirit Vessel as well on Mamang Daya to prevent the healing from being a major factor from Among Us. They just need to start lining up. Perhaps wait for the next nighttime or when Dark Ascension's up, which are going to line up right around the same time there if they want to make a play. They should be able to relatively soon. Wami as well is saving up for an Ags, so you're going to have that tool on your Night Stalker and about 1k gold. I think you still have to fight a bit faster than this. Like, you probably just look for the pick off once this nighttime ticks in.
Bounty!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They've just allowed the movement in. It secures them to Roche play as well. So, Army Geniuses, they do not have a ward in this area. They're going to have to walk into a ward to contest. It is nighttime, but they're just sitting back and farming, and this is really not how we expected this lineup to play. They're on the opposite side of the map. They're trying to TP in, but it's just a bit too slow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
At the least, it's been long enough that Wami does have his Ags on the Night Stalker. We were saying that they probably didn't want to wait for it. It's there regardless, so they can now contest for, say, the Roshan if they wanted to. Nighttime's going to hold out for at least 3 minutes. They've got a lot of windows there with this Night Stalker pick. Still very even on the board, 4-4. 2k lead now built up by Among Us, but that's been pretty steady for a while. We are still seeing IYD trying to maximize this battlefield, although
Not so fast.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They found the big cults they want. They take out at least one big core. Very fortunate the DB did not get caught out any further, but a big trade coming away from Among Us. This Roche is going to be enabling them to keep that aggression up. We saw Wami have to pop the Dark Ascension as well. They are working their way in, but they're scanned out, and well, that Roche is still not looking that healthy. Valiant effort from you trying to stall it out, but there's not much you can really expect from ET, and they throw the bodies forward, Army Geniuses, but it cost them a ton as they might lose more.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
They definitely are. We expected way more activity from the Night Stalker. We expected more activity from our Pangolier. Even Mamang Daya. He's got this good timings on the Spirit Vessel. We just sat back and farmed. Now he still doesn't have his BKB that he's been trying to save up for quite some time now. They will smoke up. They do have Dark Ascension. Maybe they get some punishment out here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is on
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They definitely do. Like, they don't even have a huge Chen army here, but they're just gonna get the work done. They've got all the heals in the world. They've still got Hand of God ready to go for March. They're gonna get the reset in the mech and they jump in.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
No, he has. It's one of the great things about having a DK mid, right? Like it's just such an easy hero to get the initiation on. Abed is not scared at all. He's been enabled by his teammates. He knows March is there with the Hand of God in case his initiation goes wonky. But this is just really well coordinated coming out from Among Us. They know each other's limits. We have seen Abed do this in even the BTS Pro Series Season 3. He loves playing these active heroes, you know, starting to set up, starting to buy some space for his past one. And IYD's just been enabled for it. He's got this Sanjin Yasha up now, saving up for his Scotty next. Our jug is looking really big.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
all sales but good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Monster kill!
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant victory.
Yep, just clean grab from Among Us, straight